Watching this, what's your first impression of these letters? You don't know them. Cyrillic alphabet. The second one, how many of you can read it? The third? You know how can you read these two and not this? Because you are familiarized with these letters. Because this is our Latin alphabet. The first one is known as the Cyrillic alphabet, used by the Russian people. The first is Я люблю, I love you. Mahal kita, Tagalog, I love you. Jag älskar dig, Swedish, I love you. Our Latin alphabet has a very wide history, and it starts with the ancient alphabet, then comes with the Roman, and then it comes what we have today. Our teachers at school, elementary, junior high, or the university didn't tell us where our Latin alphabet comes from. I wonder how many of you really knows where it comes from. Let's start with the ancient Latin alphabet. This comes with the Etruscan alphabet. The Etruscan took this alphabet borrowed from the Greek one. As you can see, these letters, we can't read them at all because we don't know what these symbols mean. As the time goes by in the 7th century, they start adding the letter C, Y, and you can see there is no double B or U, neither a J. The Etruscan moves to Rome, and the Romans took this alphabet, and instead of using the Greek one to translate any other text, they have to do this. As you can see, now you can read all the letters here. See? But what you can realize in here, there's some letters missing, right? Such as the J, the Y, and the W, the double B, and the U. Because these letters I have already mentioned were added in the 17th century, still making some differences and variations of the language. The J became a variation of the I, and the U became a variation of the B. And the double B was the copy of a B. So they introduced the double B. And then we have our modern Latin alphabet, consisting of 26 letters, capital letters, making the minuscule or lowercase letters a total of 52 letters. In this alphabet, you have seen all the letters. But what happened in our Spanish language? We add the ñ, but also in our Spanish language, there was add the double L, the CH, the SH. But this is the Western Latin alphabet that many countries have used so far and modified to make their own language. If you can realize, you have read these letters, you have read these ones. What will happen if we have stayed with this alphabet? We probably won't be able to create phrases, poems, and any other kind of text. If we stay with this one, with the lack of 3 or 4 letters that became important now in this time, we won't be able even to read or describe anything that happens in our life. Instead, Our teachers since kindergarten have taught us how to write, but I guess, and I bet, that teachers hasn't known where our real alphabet comes from. So, the ancient alphabet, the Roman alphabet, and our modern Latin alphabet are quite important in our lives because what if one of your kids, what if one of your students asks you, and D, the letter D, where it comes from, the D, where it comes from, the double B, where it comes from. Now you will be able to answer, but if you don't know it, how will you be able to? So keep thinking, keep writing, never stop writing, and never stop learning new alphabets because our life is made of this, our story, our background is made of letters. So never lose what is important to us. Never lose these letters and don't let any other people change our alphabet